Sawadee-ka. May the 21st. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the time roll away. See the guitar over my shoulder? That's a guitar hanging on the wall. Telecaster. Yes. May the 21st. If you want a job done promptly and well, get somebody else to do it. Because you're not going to do it promptly or well. That's my motivation. That's my mantra. That's my secret to fame or whatever. If you want a job done promptly and well, get a busy person to do it. Okay? The idle one knows too many substitutes and shortcuts. Wow. Wow. Not that we're judging, but we're judging. Okay. Most of us will never know our true capacity for achievement because we never challenge ourselves to perform at our best every day. Okay? This truism, and that is a truism, you all know people like that, and you might be a people like that. This truism becomes apparent when you are presented with an opportunity that really interests you. No matter how busy you may be, somehow you will find the time to pursue it. Conversely, duties that have little appeal for you are easily postponed and eventually forgotten. Busy people are not procrastinators. Okay. No. They know that life, as John David Wright once observed about business, is like riding a bicycle. Either you keep moving or you fall down. All right. Okay, I'm with you on the bike. It's true, and that's true about business too. The most effective people have a sense of urgency. They set deadlines and force themselves to establish priorities. Yeah. Even if your activities don't usually require strict deadlines, set them for yourself. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in a short time if that's all the time you have. Okay, yeah, so there's a concept. Yes, and yes. And yeah, I was a little dubious at some of the stuff he said about procrastination because I can't really say I'm a procrastinator. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm lazy, I'm this, I'm that, but then, I made it happen. So, yeah, I guess I got to give myself a little credit there. And I will say, when I was in Florida, Heaven's Waiting Room, right, where people go to die, Florida, when I was there and I was at that office, I would get in late. Once again, I didn't, I got up at 6 something this morning. That did not happen in America. For whatever reason, I'd wake up. Well, I'd stay up later. I'd stay up later watching movies or whatever TV, and then wake up later, roll into the office 9:30, 10, whatever. But from that point on, I was grinding, hustling, working. I didn't procrastinate. I didn't do a to-do list, which I knew to do. I mean, I'd read a lot of books about time management and stuff like that. And, I knew you're supposed to do a to-do list and you're supposed to rate your chores that day. So, I mean, usually I'm a do-as-I-do guy, not do as I say. But in this case, if you're struggling with it, if you can't get more than you thought done, or you can't get a lot of stuff done, or you can't get the stuff that you need to be successful done, go ahead and use those techniques from those time management books. Pick one up, read it yourself, or just, here's the Cliff Notes version, is on Tuesday night before you go to bed, think of everything you've got to accomplish or you want to accomplish Wednesday. And make a list, and then take that list and rewrite it with the priorities, like the drop dead items, the things that have to be done Wednesday and can't wait until Thursday, things that are important, and here's the boom, 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 things that help you reach your goal, right? Be it the milestone, the small goal, or the big hairy ass goal, right? Either one of those is good. A goal's a goal. Doesn't matter if it's small or big, but out of those 10 or 12 things you wrote down on a list, or sometimes 20 things are on the list, pick the most important ones, rewrite the list, and put those at the top. So that the number one thing on your list is something that helps you achieve your goal, get you closer to your goal, is going to impact your business in a positive way, impact you in a positive way. And or you can also float to the top things you don't like to do. Like, remember, many times I've said I don't like paperwork and filing. I don't like mowing the lawn, every week in the summer, and it just keeps growing back because I don't feel like I did anything. I don't feel like I accomplished anything. I hate boring, repetitive tasks, right? So if I had to do a boring, repetitive task, I would do it early in the day when I was still fresh and had energy and focused and all that. Like, I didn't want to do stuff that I hated to do at 8 o'clock at night because I knew I wouldn't get it done. I'd blow it off the next day. That's the procrastination part. So get it done early. Unpleasant tasks that you don't like to do but you have to do. Now, down on the bottom, things that you rank low priority, a lot of them can wait until the next day. They'll float to Thursday's list, maybe Friday's list. If they don't help you with your goals and they're not super important, they might not even need to be done. Like, Tim Ferriss wrote an excellent book called The 4-Hour Work Week, and in it he talked about burnout and how he always had to answer every email because he thought he was missing something out and stuff like that. And he'd be an email freak, and he'd constantly be looking at his laptop or his tablet or his phone from emails, and it drained his time, and he wasn't working on productive things like the business or expanding his own personal life and all that. Everything suffered. And then he had a nervous breakdown, and the doctor said, go away for 2 months, go away from the business and just rest and rehabilitate. And he came back, and he had a whole new perspective, and he started limiting his emails to 9 in the morning till 12, and that's it. After those 3 hours, he would not answer his emails. And he had unless it was an emergency, and then if it's an emergency, he'd call me if it's an emergency. And he would screen his phone calls. He would, only look at his email during a certain period of the day. And he had something called an autoresponder, right? Somebody sends you an email and he goes, "Hi, you've reached, the desk of Tim Ferriss. I monitor my emails from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday or whatever, so that his customers knew, unless it was an emergency, he wasn't going to, get back to him right away." And it's amazing because so much of that shit is exactly that shit. The emails and the phone calls, you don't need to spend time on them. They're time wasters. They will suck up all your time if you let them. So by prioritizing and making that list, time management techniques, it gets rid of a lot of crap, which once again gives you more time than you thought you had to be productive and work towards your goals. That's how you become super productive, is by eliminating the crap, right? That's in everybody's day. So try the list, see if it works for you. Once again, I kept that shit in my head. I was a lot sharper when I was working every day. I'm kind of in Thailand mode, tropical mode, laid back, mellow. Once again, more concerned with my health and business right now. Things have changed for me. My priorities have changed. But when I was there in the grind, that was it. I would get shit done, and that way I could get home at night and just watch movies or sports and chill and relax. Go home, get some junk food on the way home. Taco Bell a lot because it was quick and fast. You drive through, they throw the food at you, you give them a couple of bucks, $5, $7, whatever. As American food goes, fast food is the cheapest. And you don't have to sit down and wait and all that. You just go up to the window and get your order and get your food thrown at you, and you're home snacking on fucking burritos and tacos and quesadillas and shit, watching the tube and just zoning out. And that was the daily for the better part of 4 years. So, 2 heart attacks, mini stroke, cancer, 300 pounds. The Taco Bell diet, I highly don't recommend it. So, but hey, through it all, no matter what, at least I had long, talented fingers. I can palm a basketball. Long, talented fingers. Yes. Never lost those. Still have those here too. It's important. Alright guys, that's it for today. Procrastination's bad. I was guilty of it sometimes, but like I said before, I went too hard on myself. I was like, well, shit, I did accomplish a lot in 4 years, so I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought. If you were to ask me to describe myself, I'd say I was a procrastinator, but I looking back on it now, I maybe did, but not to the point where I didn't reach my goal. I'm here, right? So I got done what needed to get done. So, and that's what you got to do too. So if you are a procrastinator by nature, try the listing, try the time management techniques, and that's not the only time management. Read the books, man. There's the 1 Minute Manager, and there's a bunch of good books out there on time management. So audio book them, listen to them, put them on your phone, download it, stuff like that. Just get better at it. When I would flip houses, I would take the worst part of the house, the reason I think it would take longer to sell, or maybe, God forbid, wouldn't sell. I mean, every house sells eventually, but how long is it going to take? So I would take the weakest part of the house. It's got a small master bathroom. We had that a lot, the older houses in Arlington and stuff. Small master bathroom, just like a sink, a toilet, and a small shower. Not a tub, not a big shower, and definitely not like a walk-in, with the shower heads and stuff like that. So, Hollyoaks, right? I had a house on Hollyoaks Avenue, Lane, whatever, in Arlington, and it had a small master bathroom, exactly what I'm talking about here. And the layout you'll be familiar with. You walk in the door, you're in the living room, the kitchen's over to the right, and you walk down the hall, there's a bedroom, a bathroom, the guest bath or the hall bath or the bathroom for the teenagers, right there. It's a very familiar layout for most people. And then another bedroom over here to the right, and then the master. And the master bathroom is usually en suite, when that just means that you access that through the master and only the master. So nobody's going to come from your living room, walk down the hall, go through your master, and go into your bedroom, your bathroom. They're going to use the hall bathroom, right, the guest bathroom. And the guest bathroom was just ordinary. Had a tub, had a 5-foot tub, which the master didn't have. A vanity, so bigger than just like a pedestal sink, which was in the master, and toilet. So it was a normal guest bath, not large, not small, just normal. So what we did was knock out the wall between the master bath and the guest bath, and took out a closet and made that entire area. So the weakest part of the house, which was the small master, now became a big master. So I took the worst thing in the house and made it the best thing in the house. Does that make sense? Now somebody would buy that house because the master bathroom was so frigging huge, and it was the only one in the whole fucking zip code other than new construction that was that big. I turned a negative into a positive. Took the weakest part of the house and made it the strongest part of the house. And then the kitchen, which was, like I said, over here in the dark with no windows, became the guest bath. We basically moved the guest bath up to take the place of the kitchen. Something called a wet wall, where you've got your drain pipes and your hot and cold supply. They're there for the guest bath. Now they're there for the kitchen, right? The sink drain and the hot and cold water to the dishwasher and the sink, right? So just in your head, picture that lineup, and taking the guest bath and moving it over a wall, and then taking the kitchen and moving it back into like this kind of opened past the living room. There's just this like dead area before you went into a fourth bedroom, and there was a big ass window and sliding glass doors going out to the patio. Kitchen. You need a big ass kitchen window above the sink. That's what every kitchen I've ever seen has. Well, by moving the kitchen towards the back of the house, now we had the big ass window there looking out over the backyard. And when you have parties and people over hanging out on your back porch, balcony, patio, the kitchen right there, you go through the sliding doors. It works, right? It makes sense. And once again, now we have a humongous, like double size basically from when it was originally, master with a shower and a full tub and dual vanity sinks, his and hers, vanities and mirrors and plugs and USB chargers and all that crap. So that's it. So thinking like that with yourself, what's your weakness? That's what you attack. That's what you work on as the thing that you suck at the worst, and become proficient at it, if not strong. You might not turn a weakness into a strength, but at least you can lift it up to the level where you're floating on it. You're okay with it. It's not hurting you from stopping you from reaching your goals. Right? Makes sense. Hope that helps, guys.